I'm Brendan Buck, IOP Resident Fellow.
My name is Maya Rupert. I am a resident fellow here at the IOP for the spring semester.
I'm Jerry Seib. I'm Executive Washington Editor of the Wall Street Journal and a resident fellow here at the Institute of Politics for this spring semester.
If I could sum up my response to the State of Union in one word, it would be
Fine. It was fine.
Divided. Ukrainian part, very powerful. Domestic part, a little confused.
finally. I feel like for the first time, I've really heard the president get out and tout a lot of accomplishments that this administration has had. And they're accomplishments that really, I think, in a particularly hard moment, not a lot of people could have gotten as much done. Between COVID and infrastructure, the child tax credit, there are some really, really important achievements, to say nothing of the incredible diplomatic effort that went into the global response we're seeing right now to Ukraine.
I was heartened by the beginning of the speech, the Ukraine section. I think that was the high point of the speech. There was real bipartisanship in that House chamber, which you don't see very often.
I think what caught my attention was, in fact, the Ukraine part of the address. I mean, it was very powerful, very passionate, and very much in keeping with Joe Biden, internationalist man of the world, which is how he's portrayed himself through his career and while he was vice president as well.
Looking ahead, the biggest takeaways for me were that I think a lot more work is going to be needed in order to make sure that progressives really feel like this administration is hearing them and prioritizing the issues that are being prioritized. We didn't hear a lot about executive action that the president could do right now to get relief for working families, which I know is something progressives are really hoping to hear.
I was actually surprised. I thought it was a moment where he was going to try to change the direction of his presidency. He came into it with pretty low approval ratings, a legislative agenda that was stuck. And actually what we heard a lot of was continuing the same path. He didn't really outline a new direction for Congress, which is what I was most interested in.
I took away from the speech that there was a show of unity and resolve and bipartisanship on Ukraine, which was important, but that same unity and bipartisanship simply doesn't exist on the domestic agenda. In fact, even within President Biden's own Democratic Party, you could almost feel the tensions when he said several times that he was not for defunding the police, but for funding the police. You could almost hear progressives gasping at how hard he hit on that.
It was also very jarring to hear the line about funding the police. The police feel very well funded to a lot of us, and I think moments like that, I think, are going to be something that the administration is going to want to really supplement with some real action on behalf of progressive voters, because I think people need to feel like the investment that they've made and really the chance that they took on this administration is going to pay off with some real progressive priorities getting pushed forward.